Let's start off with the one thing that I was truly excited about, and that is everything revolving around Damien Priest, my guy, and Seth freaking Rollins, because they're pushing Damien Priest, and it's obvious that WWE loves this guy. I'm excited because I've been a fan of his since Punishment Martinez, and I've told people when he comes to WWE, if given the proper opportunity, then he will win over the fans and have fantastic matches. So having him have the situation or the match against Bad Bunny at Backlash gave him a ton of momentum, and now he has this title opportunity against Seth freaking Rollins, which is another great opportunity. But let's get into the actual segment that preceded the match, and Damien Priest and Finn Baszler came out to interrupt Seth Rollins as he's talking to the crowd, and they had a back and forth segment which was really entertaining. I did a reaction video to that, so go ahead and check that out. But one thing that I thought was the craziest thing that was said, one of the craziest things that was said all night, is the part where Damien Priest told Seth Rollins, "I'm going to make you the shortest reigning World Heavyweight Champion of all time." And then Seth Rollins looks at him and says, "It doesn't matter how long I've had this title." Looks at Finn Baszler and says, "My title run's gonna be longer than his." And Finn Baszler looks like a little kid that got put on timeout. He looks super sad. But what's more important that happened in this entire segment is some foreshadowing, some things that could happen in the future. And I think everything that happened here shows us that at some point, Damien Priest is starting to slide or slip away from the Judgment Day. And the reason why I say that is because the way he approached Seth Rollins, Finn Baszler seemed to be coming from this disrespectful route while he's trying to attack him verbally. But Damien Priest is more so like, "Hey, I respect your title run. I respect everything you do. I never thought I had an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship belt, but now that I have it," like he came to him like in humility. But also one of the things he did say is that, "I want to face you one-on-one without the involvement of the Judgment Day." And it wasn't that he got manipulated into deciding that. It seemed like Damien Priest wanted to go the more respectable route in this match, and he wanted to take this match a lot more serious, which is strange because this isn't the way. This is not the way for the Judgment Day. Judgment Day, they're gonna cheat. They're gonna do whatever they need to do to get the W, especially if it's for a heavyweight championship belt. So for Damien Priest to go the completely opposite route lets us know that there is a babyface in Damien Priest that's just waiting to come out at some point, even to the point where in that segment, Finn Baszler was looking at him like, "Yo, whose team are you on? Let's insult this guy. Why are you being nice? Why are you respecting? We're not supposed to respect this guy. Even if we respect him, we're not supposed to say it." But Damien Priest seems like eventually he's going to become a babyface. And what I think is going to happen is that they're going to get JD into the Judgment Day. And once that happens, I feel like Damien Priest is going to be like, "I can't respect what you guys are doing." I feel like with JD, they're going to get it a little bit more extreme with the things that they do and how they handle their situations. And at some point, Damien Priest is going to have to leave. Either he's going to leave on his own merit, or Judgment Day is going to kick him out. And when he becomes a babyface, he is going to be so over with the crowd. I promise you, and I cannot wait for this to happen. But let's have a good storyline that leads up to that. They have the capabilities of doing that. You saw what they did with the Bloodline. Let's move on to the main event, the match of the night. Okay, this match was a banger. As I said, I cannot wait for this match, bro. I can't say enough about it. I don't want to go through everything, but one of my favorite spots is when Seth Rollins hit the superplex off the top of the rope, suplex Damien Priest into the mat. Damien Priest got up, tried to reverse it, and Seth Rollins reversed his reverse, lifted him up with all the strength in his back. It made my back hurt just watching that. I wanted to order some Bengay from Amazon, but Seth Rollins lifted him up and dropped him, and I was like, oh my God. And one of the key things that happened is that despite of Damien Priest's wish, Finn Baszler still came out, and Damien Priest looked at him like, "Yo, what are you doing here? Why are you here?" And you already know what happens at WWE when they ask for somebody not to be at ringside, like Roman Reigns had for the Usos, and they still come anyways. They still disrespect them. That's gonna cause a huge rift in the thing. So I just cannot wait to see how this Judgment Day situation proceeds. These factions and their storyline so far, WWE has been A1 with this, so I cannot wait to see what happens with the story. And again, I can't wait to see what happens with Damien Priest. I love this match, one of my favorite, if not for me, the best match of the night. But let's move on to another banger. So the next match I want to talk about is an absolute banger, a really good TV match, and that's the match between Kevin Owens and Gunther. I absolutely love this match, but the segment that preceded this match earlier in the night is where Byron Saxton was interviewing Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, and eventually Imperium came in and interrupted them. And as we know, Kevin Owens hated when people come in without you being invited to the party. Why are you here? You didn't get a card. You didn't get anything. What are you doing here? So it absolutely pisses off Kevin Owens, which invites Gunther to the ring. And this match right here was fantastic, bro. I love it. Was hard hitting. Kevin Owens took a lot of bumps into this, and of course Imperium got involved. That's what's going to happen every single time, but unfortunately Gunther ended up winning this match with the roll-up pin on Kevin Owens, which was great, which was a great choice in this situation, because ultimately giving him so much time made Kevin Owens look that much more stronger and a more formidable foe against Gunther. But at the same time, the roll-up pin protected him while also giving Gunther the win, which should have absolutely happened anyways. But I love this match here. The next match I want to talk about is a match that I was pleasantly surprised by. Actually, in my personal opinion, was the best women's match of the night, and that was the tag match between Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. WWE, please do me a favor. You guys need to give these tag teams some names, okay? We can't keep just saying all their names. Can you imagine all these teams that were just thrown together in a 8-woman tag match? You gotta say every one of their names. Give them an actual tag name, okay? If they're gonna be tag team champions, they need a name. Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, give them a tag team name. But anyways, I love the match overall. I love the video package they gave for Kaden and Katana. That was really good to build up them. But also, they got so much offense in this match, and I was very surprised by that, because I thought they were gonna do the usual route and have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler just kind of squash whatever tag team that they're going against. But it was a good back and forth, and in my mind, I felt like it was a good storytelling of a tag team that's always been together, and Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey, who has a little bit of, you know, some ring rust on them, just a little bit. They weren't going that long, but just a little bit. But overall, I thought it was a really good match, and this is a great way to be able to showcase your new NXT talent that got called up and also build them up. So I loved every part of this match. I thought this, again, I feel like personally this was the best women's match of the night. Let's move on. So believe it or not, we had another good match on Monday Night Raw. I know it sounds unbelievable. It's crazy. I don't even know. It feels weird to say that in the same episode of Raw sometimes, but it did happen, and it's the match between Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet. I truly love this match. This was a really good match. Was it a perfect match? It wasn't, but it was a really good TV match, and I love both of these guys, Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura. They put it on a good match, and it was interrupted by Bronson Reed, which he felt jealous because he told them beforehand that he should have had an opportunity to go to Money in the Bank, which he didn't. It is what it is. That's life. Sometimes you got to let it go, but Bronson Reed, you know, when it comes to wrestlers, they can't let anything go. They could be mad for 6 months straight and still be trying to attack somebody for something they did last year. But it is what it is. It's great because we get a triple threat match between these guys. Hopefully on Raw next week, I think we'll get a good match. Ricochet, one of the greatest sellers in WWE. Shinsuke Nakamura, one of my favorite wrestlers. Bronson Reed, another person that they're building up. Again, WWE is finding a way to build up their stars finally, and I love seeing this. Let's move on to the next match. All right, so the next two matches, I'm just gonna put them together. They're pretty decent to sometimes good matches, but I understood the purpose of them. They're there just to forward the storyline between Zoe Stark, Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch. And the first match we had was between Zoe Stark and Natalia, and surprise, surprise, Natalia took an L. Who would have known that would have happened? Like, Natalia just been taking L's left and right. Her and Bayley, it's getting ridiculous at this point. But Natalia is there to put over talent, so I think she understands her purpose. But until further notice, she's gonna be taking more L's than chronic shoplifters who were a size large. That's just what's gonna happen at this point. That was kind of bad, kind of clever, kind of bad. But anyways, this match is nothing really to talk about. It was a really quick match. Zoe Stark and Natalia was going back and forth. Trish Stratus got involved. She cost Natalia the match. This was just a battle of the blondes. It is what it is. But the next match, I was a lot more surprised by, because they gave Sonya Deville and her match against Becky Lynch. They gave her a lot of time in this match, a lot of offense, more than I thought it was. And also, Zoe Stark and Trish Stratus actually came out, but didn't interfere in the match and cost Becky Lynch the match. I was really surprised by that. In fact, Chelsea Green was the person who got more involved in this match than anyone else. And on top of that, Becky Lynch actually won the match. So I was surprised by that. It made Sonya Deville look good, but I thought that Sonya probably would have moved on to go to the Money in the Bank. But hey, I guess they're here to progress the story. I wonder if they're going to find a way to get Trish Stratus involved in the Money in the Bank contract match, and then get Zoe Stark to help Trish Stratus win that suitcase, which I feel like is going to be the case anyways, but that's just me. Okay matches, not anything to talk crazy about, but let's move on. So randomly enough, we got a video package for Johnny Gargano. When I was watching this, I thought this was like an advertisement for the new Apple Vision Pro. Like he was in Minority Report, but no, it was a video package where he said that people were underestimating me and etc, etc. Now, I'm a little bit excited about this because I need to see some confirmation that they're going to take this guy seriously. Although there was parts of the whole thing between him and The Miz and Dexter Lumis that was kind of funny, but it got a little too corny over time. So hopefully this showcases that we're going to eventually get something a little bit more serious. It doesn't have to be like bad serious or dead serious, but a little bit more serious than what they gave him before and give him more opportunities in the ring. So hopefully that's a chance. I don't have too much to say about this. I just need to see some confirmation that they're going to take this into some direction that I'm actually going to like. So overall, to me, this was a pretty good episode of Monday Night Raw. I would give it a B+, maybe even an A. Like, it wasn't a perfect episode. There were some things that happened here that I think wasn't perfect that I didn't talk about in this review, but overall, B+ to an A-. I'm okay with that. So what did you guys think about Monday Night Raw last night? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.